Of course, the snow doesn't make it down here to the valley too often, especially the kind of snow we saw today.
Drivers aren't exactly used to these conditions, so grab a pen. We have some phone numbers that may come in handy in just a minute. But first, the slippery roads. Not on your sides. Liz Kotelik is live on the east side with some tips for drivers. Liz, how's traffic looking right now?
I mean, it is snowing out here. I still cannot get over this. And you know, whenever it rains here in Tucson, everyone jokes about how you want to stay off of the roads because of those of us who may not be used to driving in these conditions. I'm guilty of that, I must admit. But it's not the rain this time. It's definitely the snow, and that you can only imagine the kind of dangers on the road tonight. I spoke with AAA's Valerie Vineyard, and she says it's so important for everyone to slow down and also to brake very gently to avoid skidding off the road. But if you do skid, don't panic. Take your foot off of the brake and accelerator and turn in the direction that you want to go. Valerie says conditions like today make for more accidents on the road, mostly because drivers aren't giving each other enough room for error.
During normal conditions, AAA recommends that you allow at least 3 seconds between you and the vehicle in front of you. So just imagine that's during a perfect day. During a snowy day or a rainy day, you should allow even more time.
Now, another tip is to avoid cruise control. Your car's computer doesn't know that the roads are slippery, so it will accelerate at the same rate as it would in dry conditions and could cause you to have an accident. Now, of course, you also need to make sure that you're being extra careful on those bridges. They tend to freeze up faster because there's cold air coming below them and on top of them. So just make sure you're driving very slow on those bridges. Live on the east side, I'm Liz Kotelik, KGUN-9 on your side.
And speaking of those bridges, what's the transportation department going to do about them?
Well, they went out last night and they sprayed all of the bridges down to make sure that they're not as slippery as they could be. I spoke to the Department of Transportation earlier today, and they told me that they had a crew on standby just in case that they could do it again tonight. But that can only happen if the roads aren't wet, and I don't know, it doesn't look like that'll happen anytime soon.
Liz, it's rather exhilarating standing in the snow, is it not?
Yeah, it actually kind of is. I'm from Phoenix, so I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to frolic.
It's snowing
I can
up there,
see that.
too.
Yeah, it sure is.
Thank you.
Well, if you're